Hello everyone. In this video, let's discuss about the methods in arrays. Okay. Arrays in Java are objects, so they come up with inbuilt properties and methods. So let's discuss the methods one by one. So I'll import java.util.Arrays. So here arrays is a class. So I can give util.star. It import all the classes which is present inside the package called util. I'll give class name as main. The execution always starts from the main method, public static void main string args. Okay. First, I'll take an array in the arr equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I want to know what is the length of an array. Okay. Now we are going to find length of the array. So we have a method. So let me print system.out.println. Okay. So I want to find the length of the array. So the array name is arr. I'll give arr dot. See, I have got the methods which is available for array. So I'll give length. When I give arr dot length, it gives us the length of the array. So let me save this and let me run the code now. See, I have got the output value as 5. So 5 is the length of the array. So arr dot length gives the length of the array. Okay. Now I want to copy this array into one more array. Okay. We can do with the help of inbuilt method and also without the help of inbuilt method. Okay. First let's try without the help of inbuilt method. So I'll declare one more array called brr is equal to new int of arr dot length. So I don't know what is the length of the array of arr. So I have given arr dot length. Why am I giving arr dot length for the array brr? In the sense, I am going to copy all the elements from arr to brr. That is why I am creating an array of size arr. Okay. Now I want to copy the element. So what I'll be doing is I'll start the iteration. So int I is equal to 0, I less than. So I'm going to iterate the array arr. I'm going to take one element and I'm going to copy it in brr. So I'll give arr dot length I plus plus. So I'm going to take the element one by one from the array arr and that I'm going to copy in the array brr. So brr of I is equal to arr of I. Okay, let me explain. Here I have an array of size 5. So I'll take 5 elements. Okay, the elements are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we have 5 elements. So array name arr. So I have created one more array called brr. So all the value will be 0. Because whenever I am allocating memory for the array, the value will be initialized as 0. Now I am going to take a loop starting the iteration from the index value 0. So I value is 0. What is the length of the array? 5. 0 less than 5, yes, condition is true. So what I will be doing is brr of I is equal to arr of I. So arr of 0 will be taken. That will be copied in brr of 0. So arr of 0. So I'll take the index value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So arr of 0, the value is 1 that I'm going to take. I'll copy in brr of 0. So 1 will be stored here. Then I'll go for the next iteration. I value becomes 1. 1 less than 5, yes, condition is true. I'll take the element called 2 and I'll store it in brr of 1. So the value will be stored. So right hand side value will be stored in left hand side value. Assignment operator works with right hand side value will be taken and that will be stored in left hand side value. Then I'll go to next I value. I value becomes 2. 2 less than 5, yes, condition is true. I'll go here. arr of 2 value is 3. That I'll store it in brr of 2. Then I'll go to next iteration. I value becomes 3. 3 less than 5, yes, condition is true. arr of 3 value will be taken. That will be stored in brr of 3. Then I'll go to next I value becomes 4. 4 less than 5, yes, condition is true. arr of 4 value is 5. That will be stored in brr of 4. Then I'll go to next I value becomes 5. 5 less than 5, condition becomes false. I'll come out of it. Now let me try to print the value. So whenever we are trying to print the value of an array, we can print in two ways. One is by using the for loop. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than brr.length I plus plus system.out.print brr of I with a space I'll give. So here I'll start the iteration from 0 till the end of the array. I'll print 1 elements. The loop will be iterated one by one. So let me run the code. See, I've got the output value called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one way of printing. Another way, I'll just give a new line. Another way is by using the for each loop. So here for int I, I'll take the elements from the array brr, I'll give it to the variable I for every iteration, and that value will be printed. So here we don't want to initialize, we don't want to check the condition, and we don't want to increment. So each and every time, whenever the loop is getting iterated, one element will be taken that will be given to the variable I. So I'll print the value I. System.out.print. That's all. Let me run the code now. See, I've got the array brr. So both does the same. So here we are initializing the variable, checking the condition, and then increment or decrement. So here it take all the elements from the array one by one, and that will be given to the variable I for every iteration. So here it starts from the first element, it iterates till the last element. It doesn't require any condition, it doesn't require any increment or decrement, nothing is required. Once we are reaching the last element, automatically it comes out of the for loop. This we call it as for each loop. Fine. Now we have copied the values with the code. Now let's use the inbuilt method. So I'm going to take the values from the array arr and I'm going to store it in one more array. I'll give int brr is equal to Arrays.copyOf. So what is the original array name? I'll give the array arr, comma, what is the length of the array? So I don't know what is the length of the array. So I'll give arr.length. Whatever is the length of the array A, that will be stored. That's it. So we have copied the array arr to the array brr. Let's check whether the values are copied or not by printing the values. So for int I colon brr. So I'm using for each loop. I'll print the element one by one. Save the code. Let's run the code here. See, I've got the values. Okay. Now, what if I give the length greater than the length of the array arr? So for example, we know the size of the array is 5. I'll give 7. Okay. In this case, first 5 values will be copied and the remaining values will be initialized with 0, because whenever we are creating an array, all the values will be initialized with 0. See here, first 5 values have been copied and the remaining values will be 0. What if we give the sizes 3? See, first 3 values will be copied because the memory will be allocated only to store 3 values. Now, if you want to copy range of values, we have one more method. So copy of Arrays.copyOfRange. So we have to use the method copyOfRange. So here we have to pass 3 arguments. So what is the original array name? arr. Okay. From which index value I need to copy? I have to copy from the index value 1 till the index value 3. That's all. We have to pass 3 arguments if you want to copy values from a certain range. I'll copy here. So the method takes 3 arguments: array name, starting index, and the ending index. Now let me print the value. See, only 2 values have been copied, but we are expecting 1, 2, and 3 index value, right? Here, the last index value will not be considered. So index value 1, that is 2, index value 2, that is 3. That's all. So the last index value what we are mentioning here will not be considered. Okay. So we have got the output value 2 and 3. So from the index value 1, index value 2 I have taken, index value 3 we have to stop. That's all. I have to copy from index value 1 to 3. This index value 1 and 2 will be copied, 3 will not be copied. Fine. So this is the inbuilt method to copy the value from one array to another array. So I'll give arr.length. Okay. Now we'll use one more method, copyOf, not copyOfRange, copyOf. Okay. Now I want to compare two arrays, whether both the arrays are same or not. System.out.println, okay, arr.equals. So first array dot equals the second array name. If it is equal, it returns true. If it is not equal, it returns false. Let's run the code now. We'll get false, but we may think array ARR is holding the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and array BRR is holding the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I give the first array name dot equals the second array name, it will not check the content. Instead, it will check the reference. So this is taking separate memory and this is taking separate memory. So it returns the value as false. Hope you are clear with this. Now if you want to compare the content of both the arrays, what I have to do is Arrays dot equals ARR comma BRR. So I have to give like this. Only then the content of the array will be compared. Now let me run the code. See, I've got true. Okay, this will compare the content of the array. In the earlier case, what we have given, ARR dot equals BRR. So this compares the reference, that is address. Fine. Now I'll give int CRR is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let me print system.out.println ARR dot equals CRR. Okay. Here it will check the reference. Let's run the code now. See, I have got false because both are not same memory. Now I'll give comparison with the content. ARR arrays dot equals comma CRR. So here it checks the reference. Both array has the same value, so we'll get the output value as true. That's all. Now let's go for the method to sort the array. Okay, we can write many sorting methods. Here we are going to use the inbuilt sort method. So I'll declare an array int ARR is equal to 10, 1, 3, 20, 15. So I have got 5 elements. Now I want to sort the array. If I want to sort the array, I can use a method called Arrays.sort. You can pass the array ARR. That's all. This helps us to sort the array. So I'll print the array elements one by one. Int I ARR. System.out.print I. Let me save the code and let me run the code here. See, 1, 3, 10, 15, 20. So the array have been sorted. Okay. Now let's go for the next method called fill. So first, let us declare an array. So int ARR is equal to new int of 5. So I'll declare an array of size 5. So here Arrays.fill. First I have to give the array name, that is ARR. With what value we have to fill for all the index values. I'll give the value as 5. If I give the value as 5, all the value will be initialized as 5 in the array ARR. Let's check for int I ARR. System.out.print I. Let me save this and let me run the code. See, all the value will be 5. So if you want to take an array and if you want to initialize all the array elements with the same value, you can use the method called Arrays.fill. That's all.